Hi, I'm Lokesh Mohanty, a PhD student at Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru. I'm currently building up my expertise in reinforcement learning. In this video, I will give a brief introduction to it. Before we go into reinforcement learning, let's see how we humans learn. Generally, we learn in two ways. First, from information. That is, someone teaches us something or we read from a book and so on. And second, from interaction. That is, learning by experience. When you get a shock or touch a hot pan, you don't just learn not to do it, but also learn how not to do it. And to learn anything properly, both the types of learning are important. For a better understanding, let's consider the game of cricket, and you want to be a batsman. You will be taught the basics like how to hold the bat, where to hit the ball, and other rules and some tips. But you become a good batsman only with practice, that is, with experience. Similarly, if you consider a baby learning to walk, he first needs to see how others walk and then train himself to walk by trying out different movements, which gives him experience. Now that we have an understanding of how we humans learn, and since this ability to learn is what makes us intelligent, we can consider making machines intelligent by giving them the ability to learn, and this can be achieved by reinforcement learning. Let's see what reinforcement learning is. There are multiple definitions for it. One of them is reinforcement learning is the science of learning to make decisions from interaction. If we consider the example of a baby learning to walk, it has to decide which movements to make and when to be able to walk. And these decisions depend on the surface it's trying to walk on. That is the interaction. Some examples are AI playing chess, self-driving cars, and also robotics. In reinforcement learning, the machine is given a goal. It can be anything, and we let the machine do all the actions that are possible. Let's see how it works. First, we have an agent. That can be the machine that's supposed to learn. Then we have an environment in which the agent tries to learn, and the agent does some action on the environment. There can be some change in the environment due to the action, which the agent observes as the feedback of the action. The agent keeps doing this until it achieves the goal. This interaction between the machine and the environment is this action feedback combination. This is the machine's experience of the environment. The machine learns by this experience and eventually learns how to achieve the goal. But just achieving the goal is not sufficient. The agent needs to learn a good or an efficient way to achieve the goal. For this whole process has to be done multiple times, and this is how machine is trained using reinforcement learning. Formally, a reinforcement learning problem consists of an agent, the machine that needs to learn, the set of possible actions of an agent, the environment, the set of states of the environment, what the agent can observe, and then a goal or a target that the agent is supposed to achieve. Then we have something called the reward function. To give an idea about this, in practice, reinforcement learning takes a very long time. In the batsman example earlier, a player becomes a good batsman by experience. But the experience and the time required could be huge. And that is the reason for the existence of a coach in the team. With the help of the coach, the experience and the time required decreases by a lot. And this is the reason for having a reward function in reinforcement learning. It is similar to a coach. With a good reward function, the time taken for the machine to learn decreases by a lot and makes it practically possible to make intelligent machines. This reward function gives some kind of reward or penalty to the agent based on the feedback of the environment. And once the training is done, the agent creates a policy that is like a plan, that is which action to perform at which state. And let's see some points to note. What we have seen, that humans learn either by being given some knowledge or by experience. And there are two other ways of machine learning, supervised and unsupervised. And actually all of them have different use cases. Reinforcement learning is for decision making, Supervised learning is for prediction and unsupervised learning is for finding patterns. And only reinforcement learning has interaction with the environment. The other two don't interact with the environment. They only learn from the first way, that is by being given some knowledge. And for more information, you can go through the references in the description. Thank you for being with me till the end.